Too much cold weather in Detroit, that's for sure, for the food bank. I already had caught a cold. So I said, hey, wait a minute. I ain't going to be going out there trying to catch no cold for no food, that's for sure. I had enough in the freezer to carry me over till we get some warm weather. It all started on a Monday when I found out that they changed their start time from 1 o'clock to 11 o'clock. On Monday, that's the one I normally hit. And it's outdoor event, you got to wait outside at least an hour before the doors open to get something. On a maybe at the Salvation. And I've been missing that off for almost a month now. Then I ain't been doing the Tuesday food bank. One was not open for business. Had that big run that one Tuesday, and then there's 2 or 3 Tuesdays here have not been open for business. And the one with the long bike ride, I ain't hit that neither because that's 11 o'clock start. I have to leave out at least at 10:30 to get there. If I'm still horsing around inside the house, around 10:30, I ain't going to try to leave out 11 to get there 11:15 because it might be jammed up, especially around the holiday. So I let that go. So then the other Thursday food bank, they ain't going to reopen in January, so I have to hit the Monday, Thursday now to make it happen. But this month coming up in December, and then I hit the Friday food bank. So that's the one that saved me. It's the Friday food bank. And then hit the other Wednesday food bank because it's cold weather again. If I get a late start, I ain't trying to get out there in that cold. If it's raining or snowing, it's raining that particular day, and then make it because of that weather. So that when having a cold, I put my health first before the food. So I got to take care of my health and not get sick for some leftover food. I just have to hit the supermarket. And so my refrigerator was really on full all this year, especially with them port states. I had to give some of them to my dog. But the eye is almost halfway empty. After the holiday, the Thanksgiving holiday, the November holiday, if I call it, the football holiday in November, on a Thursday holiday. So, I didn't do no turkey. I passed on all the turkeys. I had some chance to get some turkey. But I had that ham to cook, and I said that's going to be enough for me. So I passed on a lot of turkey. I should have took this one, though. It wasn't one of them oversized turkey. It was a smaller turkey. But I passed on it, so wasn't meant to be. So I'll see what happens later on. This week, I know I'm going to try to hit one. I just might hit the Friday food bank and wait till next week. But I might hit it this week, Thursday. It said the weather going to be real bad for the following week, the second week of December. So if it's good weather this Thursday, I hit that Monday, Thursday early. Get it out the way because they're going to shut down around Christmas. I missed out last Christmas by not going early. So I'll make sure I go early this month coming up. Was going to hit the Monday for tomorrow, but the weather ain't going to be good enough to do that. And it's an outdoor event, but it's a 2-part event. But I can do it now that the bridge is open. I don't have to take the long way around. But the weather got to be good for that one to happen. So I'm missing out on my food banks, that's for sure. I got another one I'll probably add on to it. That's monthly on Thursday if I can make it there. If it's good weather that Thursday. Go check it out and see can I sign up and be a part of that program. But other than that, food banks are going down. Been checking out the bike. I'm down to one bike. I got 2 bikes. I got to do some work on another bike. I got about another inner tube. I blowed out the inner tube, so I don't have that to fall back on. But I need to put the inner tube, that spare inner tube up and buy me another one. I'll start trying to repair the ones I got. I got a repair kit, so I got to make it up in my mind to do one a day so I can get it done and check them out and see which one I can salvage instead of keep buying the inner tubes. And this other one just when I was the one that had the gook in it. So I'm going to try to save that one if I can. But that's what's been happening with the food banks. There ain't been nothing happening. So the weather got me locked down and pent in because a lot of these food banks are outdoor events, and that ain't my first choice. Especially on that Thursday, I'll take that long bike ride out there for that outdoor event. But if the weather's pretty good this Thursday, I will go to that one. And then I hit the other one, too. So I have 2 I can hit this week if the weather's good, if I can get up and out and about at that time. But if the weather ain't good, well, I'm going to pass on it because it ain't worth getting sick over. And then I just hit the Friday one. Thank God I got that Friday one in the neighborhood. I can hit that. It's just around the corner, so it's starting to come in handy. I'm glad I'm on board with that one, that's for sure. Even though they had a pretty big turnout last time I was there. Because they were giving out them turkeys. And we had Mr. Greedy there. We didn't want to give up his turkey, even though his sister had suggested he do that. Because he didn't need it, but he couldn't give us that turkey because they had won it. So Mr. Greedy was there, so we'll see if he'll be there this week. They took a week off. So we have to see if the sister pick him up or not. And put him on bad behavior. But they come late, and then he got the lucky number 13 and won that turkey, and he was not giving it up. That's just too funny how people be so greedy about turkey. But anyway, that's just for laughs. I'm rehashing that. But we're going to get out of here. Hopefully we get a bike going. This one guy want me to work on his bike. He got a part. He's supposed to have a very expensive bike, but it's the bottom bracket motor that I'm gonna put on. I've been checking out on YouTube. They normally run with a 48-volt battery. So I've been seeing that YouTube got a second version of it, probably a cheaper version. That's what it is. Something that's affordable for me. Cause you put that 48-volt battery in there with the high-end motor, you can be close to around $1,000. You know, you over $700-800, way out my price range. But they got one that you can run a 24-volt on it, as well as a 36-volt. So this time I'm gonna go for the 24-volt, and I might just buy the other kit with the 24-volt on it for the chain-driven one, the one I'm having so much problem with. So I just might switch that out to a 24-volt. But that battery is a little more cheaper to buy. And I haven't did the 24-volt yet. So I might run these two with a 24-volt and see what happens. And see can I make that happen. I still have that chain-driven one hooked up on this other bike I had earlier this year. It just I got to see can I put it in that slot. I'll have to buy maybe a part just to put in that slot. This won't pop in. So we'll just see what happens. I might buy another kit. It's down to about $75. And see what happens. But I got to get this my other priority taken care of first this weekend. I get my 4-wheel transportation going and get on 2-wheel transportation break. But I do want to see can I get the other part and have a spare part anyway. It's going to be 24-volt instead of 36 volts. So I can buy that 24-volt battery for it. I won't be spending that much money on battery. I'll give up a little power, spend a lot less money on the battery. So that's what's happening in the first week of December. This last month, November, has not been that good for me, but I did pass up on the opportunity to get a turkey when I could have, when I was doing my community service. So that's what's happening. So we're going to get on out of here. Time to ring that bell and say, what the heck you feel, boo. It's time to go. So it's time to say adios amigo.